So we've been in this house for 2 days now, so I think this is a great time for me to give you a little tour and give you my impressions of this rental that we've got here on our little 4-day trip away. The thing about hiring houses is that you don't always get what you see online, and the pictures don't usually do the house justice. Sometimes it's positive in that if you got a really crappy photographer, the house looks much better than it is. But it's also very easy if you got a wide angle lens to make the house look really big, even though it's not. You can easily get deceived by what you see, and I think this is one of those situations where this house is actually much smaller than it looks online, and I'm just going to bring you on a little tour around and show you what it looks like. So the first thing to say is that this driveway down here is really narrow, and with any decent sized car you're not going to be able to drive in there and get the doors open. Just take you quickly down here. These shutter things there, they make an incredible racket when it's windy, and it's windy here all the time, so that doesn't work. So this leads into the backyard. Beware the dog, there's no dog here. Surveillance camera in use. There's no surveillance camera here either. So this is the balcony, veranda sort of thing. You think that this is the front door, but it's not. We actually go all the way around, and this is the front door area. So there's an air conditioning unit. You walk along here and you get to the front door, chill out, and the front door goes in here. It's really weird latch that goes. It actually unlocks up here, and as you walk into the room, you can see it's reasonably dark. This is a main lounge area. So in terms of that, there is a biggish, okay sized TV, air conditioning unit, but there's only air conditioning unit here in the main living area. There's no air conditioning in any of the bedrooms. So that's where we went on the outside. There's a nice comfy sofa couch thing here, and another couch there, and a couch over here. So this is the first bedroom, which the kids are in. So it's decent size. It allows you to put 2 single beds in here. Thing about it, that window points directly to the street. You certainly don't want to get dressed with the blinds open because everyone outside can see that you're naked. Ceiling fans, lots of mirrors, and with the wind, lots of door slamming, whatever that was. So this is a corridor that leads around to, I guess, what you call the master bedroom. So there's a master bedroom, there's wardrobes, there's another window. I'll tell you where that leads to in a minute. There's a mirror. Basically this is just your average kind of bedroom. There's a ceiling fan. Again, no air conditioning for summer. And you can see that with the size of the room, it could get a little bit toasty. That's a bathroom, show you that later. There's a little cupboard in the corridor which has some junk. And then this is the 70s looking kitchen. So all of the food you see over there, we brought all the food. So they said that you get this welcome pack where you get some toilet paper and some coffee and tea. We haven't found a lot of that. We definitely have toilet paper, didn't see much else. Other places would give you like some milk and some cereal and stuff, but it was just basically an empty fridge. The thing about this fridge too is when we got here, there was some old ice in it, and it stuck to the freezer, which couldn't be bothered getting out. You'd have to defrost it first, but no way we're going to use that stuff. Toaster, kettle, chopping board, microwave, lots of cupboards. All these cleaning products we're praying on. We actually bought all of these. You get that, and you get, I'll show you in a minute. There's small cupboards, oven, stove, and just got to be careful if you've got kids, because you've got this pan here with the handle swinging out near this bench and the fire extinguisher. Kids going to knock it over and burn themselves. So there are all these cupboards. As I said, all this stuff we washed up before we used it. One sink, which is always a pain in the ass because you can't rinse dishes. Clearly no dishwasher. All these cupboards, they gave you these little packs of washing detergent. You don't know how clean any of this stuff was. So we ended up buying most of the stuff. You notice that with the stove as well, that there is no range hood. And I think that these places aren't designed, they don't want you to do a lot of cooking in here because you could make a mess. And they'd be quite happy if you buy takeout all the time so that you don't have to use any of the cooking stuff because the stuff they provide you is really basic. Go out to the other kind of entertainment area. There's a little dining room. The only light in the dining room is that thing over there. There's a heater. There's this silly shell thing hanging off the ceiling, and invariably when you walk you hit your head against it. So I've done that like 3 times already, and it's, even if you can remember it, it's always there and it's really annoying. There's this living area. There's another TV. It's a small 32-inch. There's a couple of cane sofa things. There's one there, and one behind me. I think it leads to the outside. There is another bathroom here, and a toilet, the usual old looking stuff. There's a laundry, because it says laundry. Go in there. There's a washing machine, which is good if you're planning on staying here for a while. There's a few amenities. It all looks very old. There's an ironing section. There's some cupboards with some stuff which I'm too scared to look at. And I'll talk to you about it in a minute, but there's another little cooking area here. This is the backyard. It's actually quite big. There's a converted garage barbecue, which you can use, but apparently if you use it you need to clean it or you get fined. Veggie patch. And a big long garden. So this is good if you do some washing because you actually got hills hoist. You can actually hang stuff up and it'll actually dry with all this wind. So this garden goes very deep. It goes all the way back there. Of frangipanis, and this is lemon tree. And as you can see, it goes really deep. Another little nook area. There's another shed. More trees. And it keeps on going. And you get to this back fence and you think it's over, but I actually think that is probably part of the property as well. Now the one thing I was going to say is that this place kind of looks like somebody's house rather than a permanent rental. The reason I say that is there's a lot of vegetables planted here. There's a lot of high maintenance looking trees and shrubs and stuff like that, and if this was a permanent house that you're going to rent out, I don't think that the renters are going to look after it. That little weird room I showed you with the extra kitchen, looks like somebody lives there. There's way more utensils and way more cooking stuff in there than there is in the actual kitchen. These sheds that are locked, all these vegetables, and this thing here. But this is apparently what's called the 3rd bedroom. This is advertised as a 2/3 bedroom rental. Garage locked. But if you come down here, this is meant to be the 3rd bedroom. Now, when we got here, that's the state of the bed. There's towels there. Now, I don't know whether the cleaners just didn't bother to clean it out from the last time, or my other suspicion is that somebody actually sleeps here when there's no rental. So I think the main house is used as a rental. Someone's staying here and maintaining this place, and when somebody rents it, they just move on and live somewhere else for a few days. And when the renters move out, they come back and they do some so-called cleaning, because this is just weird. That light there behind me also never turns off. Actually, well, I can't figure out how to turn it off, and it's on all night. It's like floodlights the backyard, and I'm sure there's an on-off button. I don't know whether it's one of those solar powered things, but whatever, it doesn't. I haven't worked out how to turn it off yet, which is kind of weird. There is quite a lot of room for kids to play in this backyard. If you kick a ball, obviously you don't kick it over the fence because it's hard to get, but it's not too bad from that point of view. So yeah, there's just some weird things about this house. It's a little bit quirky, it's a little bit pokey. It's not overly clean. It just gives you the impression that they've just done a quick, let's just get it looking half decent and let's just get some money, let's just get some renters in. It just doesn't look like a purely holiday home, as I said, just because there's too much maintenance required in this yard here as well, and the weird extra bedroom and the extra bathroom and the kind of the kitchen utensils outside and all that kind of stuff. The other thing is, I just don't think rental places can rely on renters to clean. I know you always get a note that says, before you vacate, please take out the garbage, please make sure you clean your saucepans, your plates and your utensils and stuff and put it back. If you're renting here and you're leaving, I mean, you're just going to give it a cursory clean, aren't you? You're not really going to be making things spotless. And I think, especially in this day and age where there's coronavirus, we need to make sure that everything's really pristine and clean, and I actually think the cleaning needs to be better than this. I mean, you're actually paying can't remember whether it was $120 or $150 cleaning fee. So I think somebody needs to get on here and do some cleaning. The other few things we found is that the locks are really hard to open and close. The keys are a bit stuck. There's no vacuum cleaner that I can find, and being a beach type home, you really want to have the option for the guests to vacuum up any of the sand that's in the house. But that doesn't seem to be the case. They only provided us with 3 towels when there were 4 people. There's like a couple of pieces of soap, a couple of packets of dishwashing liquid, but you've basically got to be prepared to buy all your own stuff when you get here. It's a relatively quiet neighborhood. It's hard to reverse the car out because it's a main road. The neighbors are on top of you, kind of. The house over there that has a dog that barks a bit. That's not a huge issue right at the moment. He only kind of barks at night for a little bit and a little bit in the morning. It's about 400-500 meters from one end of the beach, which is actually a dog beach, but there's not that many dogs and it should be okay. I don't know how busy this would get in the summer though. I mean, for about $250 a night, it's the cheaper end of the range here in a beachside town. You kind of left with a feeling that if they just cleaned it up a bit, you would feel a little bit more comfortable in here. When you first get here, you don't feel overly comfortable. The sheets are clean. The bed's reasonably comfortable, but as I said, just with the overall impression of the cleanliness of the place, you can't be 100% sure that they've done a great job looking after it. I much prefer, to be honest, staying in a nice hotel, which is not an option here. But it is peaceful. It is a little bit of time away. It's only an hour from where we live, so it's not a huge drive. If you've only got a few days, you don't want to spend 5 hours each way driving in the car. So this is convenient. I guess you pay for that, and you just don't get as much as you would hope. There's no Wi-Fi in here, so you're not going to be able to stream Netflix or anything unless you bring your own stuff. There is also no cable, so no Foxtel or anything. So it's more of an outdoor place. It's about a 5-minute drive to the local supermarket in the main strip where you can get takeouts and restaurants and stuff like that. There's 3 supermarkets here. As I said, it's about a 10-15 minute walk to one end of the beach and probably a 10-minute drive to the other end of the beach. This place is kind of a budget feel for a moderate price. It's not a budget priced place, but it does feel a little bit kind of low budget. If you're after something that's really luxurious and you feel really comfortable and you feel like you get all the amenities, I certainly wouldn't come here. But I guess it's okay if your expectations are low. And just before I end this video, I'm just going to go show you the bathroom. And as I come back in, just to say that this door, we've kept it open to get some breeze through here, but there's no fly screen, security screen or anything like that, so the bugs are just flying in and out. And it's going to be Mozzie City in the middle of summer here. So this is the bathroom. Usual stuff. Nothing special in here. They don't give you a lot of bath amenities, but it does feel clean. You look at this, there's one light here, this switch controls both the light and the fan, so it's really loud in here. There's nothing you can do around that. And the last thing about this is this door. Now, with the exhaust fan on, the suction door doesn't close, which is really good, but you can put your foot there, you can deadbolt it using this 30-cent deadbolt from the hardware store, and it does close. It just means that no one can come in and out in case of an emergency, which is not so good if you've got an elderly person who's come here to stay, and if you're outside there's no way of actually getting in. Yeah, so if you've got an older person or someone who may be at risk of falling, if you close the bathroom door, no one can come in if they fall. And the thing is, with the exhaust fan that's going all the time, it's freezing in here when you're having a shower. So that's pretty much it for this brief accommodation review. As I said, budget feel, moderate price, decent but not awesome location. Your mileage will vary as to whether this is someplace you want to stay, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, leave me a thumbs up if you like it, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye, I'm just going to the beach now if I don't freeze to death. It's really windy outside. See ya. And just one more thing, but they got this. This is a 1928 video recording device. It's called a VHS. We used to have them. We don't have them anymore. You can't get VHS cassettes anymore. In fact, no one even uses DVDs anymore, let alone that thing there. So, a piece of history for you. So, we've just been out for the day. I just wanted to give you guys a quick summary of what this rental house is like in comparison to what is advertised. Now, the description is the same on Stays, Airbnb, and all the other accommodation things, so it's not a once-off thing. And basically it says it's a neat and tidy 3-bedroom original style holiday home with affordable prices. Maybe. Short stroll from the popular waterfront of Yamina Beach, about 10 minutes. Perfect for families. It offers a second living area sunroom to utilize. There is a second sunroom. A large fully fenced backyard for the kids and fur babies to play and enjoy safely. Yes, there is a large backyard, but our rules on our booking says no pets. So I'm assuming a fur baby is a pet, unless you've got a very hairy kid. Polished floorboards throughout, yes. Air conditioning and homely decor that puts you at ease. The air conditioning is only in the living room, but it does say that later on. Plenty of activities. Master bedroom has a queen bed, ceiling fan, and freestanding wardrobe. It has definitely got a ceiling fan and a queen bed, but the wardrobe is built into the wall. Bedroom 2 has 2 single beds and a ceiling fan, yes. Bedroom 3 contains a day bed suitable for teenage children located in a separate studio room externally. That was the room that I showed you. Wasn't made, looks like somebody slept in it, so I don't know what that was all about, but certainly if we had a teenage kid who wanted to sleep out there, we couldn't have done that this time. Living areas feature flat screen TV, yes. DVD player, cozy lounges. They have lounges. DVD player, yes, in one of them. The other one has a VHS player, because we would normally bring out VHS cassettes. Fully equipped kitchen with electric cooktop, yes. Oven and microwave, yes. Fully fenced backyard, paved area, gas barbecue, yes. Outdoor setting, yes. Air conditioning in living room, ceiling fans throughout, yes. 400 meters to South Umina beachfront. Yes, you just walk along the road. It is about 400 meters. Great flat, shallow swimming for kids, yes. Main bathroom with bath and shower. Now, normally we would be very keen to have a bathtub where we stayed. There is definitely no bathtub in this property. It clearly says here, main bathroom with bathtub. Not in this case. External laundry with washer dryer, yes. Guests have full access to the property, yes. Linen towels are included for your stay. Well, in our situation, there weren't enough towels for everybody. Please bring beach towels if needed, as these aren't supplied. So, relatively accurate. Definitely no bathtub. Some of it's a little bit embellished. It's not as cozy as one would have thought from the description. It is reasonably comfortable, but as I said in the earlier part of this video, the house is really pokey. There are some safety issues, as I said. Number one being the fact that The only way you can close the bathroom door is by deadlocking it from the inside. Spiders are creeping around. We've found 3 so far, but I guess that happens if the house isn't really lived in for a while. The key locks are really hard to activate. There's a no pets thing on our rental agreement, but they said it's suitable for pets. Just a couple of things which are a little bit kind of not accurate in terms of the description of the property, but anyway, there it goes. We have one more night here, so we're going to make the best of it. There are definitely better properties which are closer to the beach, but you're going to have to obviously pay more for that. We went for a drive today to Pearl Beach and Patonga, and they look much nicer than Umina, but then again, it's the prices as well. So you've got to bear that in mind. If you're after something budget, this may be something suitable for you. The driveway is hard to find from the road, especially if it's dark. It's very poorly signposted, so obviously if you don't know where you're going, we've missed the driveway a couple of times. Cars go really fast on this road, so you can't really slow down and have your signal on. That's it, so I'll see you later.